think I'm too early because I'm not seeing my video. Let's see. Here we are. We got some craziness going on, some haze in my camera. Must be I put my fingerprint or something on there. It's all good. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to Let's Caffeinate and Create. My new time on Mondays at 7 p.m. Hopefully I'm going to be able to stick to this schedule. I'm freeing up my weekends a little bit, and I will give you full details. I keep saying that, and I keep forgetting to do so. Hey, Sue, I see you're here. Welcome, everyone. I'm going to wait for some people to hop on. In the meantime, we'll get you pointed down, and we're going to do a little bit of a quick catalog walkthrough in the new online exclusive products. I think it's hazy because I have my window open and the sun is kind of glaring on in here, but it's okay. I love it, right? I don't know what all this stuff is. What is that? I've got all these things. Oh, lights on, lights off. Woohoo. Okay. My name's Mary Jo Snyder. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the United States and upstate New York in the Finger Lakes region. And we are seeing changes in the color of the leaves outside, brisk evenings, beautiful, comfortable evenings, sleeping in the cool air coming through my window. And I'm holding off as long as I have to till I turn heat on. I'm just saying, I'm not turning my heat on for a long time. So warning, anyone coming over to visit me, hey, Lisa, dress accordingly. Wear layers. Plus, I've been dealing with some more hot flashes. What is up with that? Like, does it ever end? Like, it goes and comes, and I don't know, whatever. So, but anyway, I appreciate you being here. If you're catching my live, if you are catching the replay, I appreciate you as well. Appreciate you as well. Thank you for taking time out of your day to spend with me here on my Let's Caffeinate and Create. It's so hard to not say Sunday morning, 9 a.m. And I didn't make any coffee. So I really need to rethink my schedule because I love doing mornings. So we'll figure it out. It's all in the process of restructuring and pivoting to make room for other things that are absolutely amazing that are going on in my life right now. So with that, I am grateful for each and every one of you and feeling extremely blessed, and got a lot going on. Been a little stressed with surgery coming up and had my pre-op, and that was a little scary to hear the worst case scenario. But you know what? It's something that's out of my control. I have to take care of it, and it is what it is. So if some of you are not aware, I have a little bit of skin cancer going on the tip of my nose. They did a sample. It's basal cell. But the sample they took out, the layers of skin had cells all throughout, and it was 2 millimeters of a cylinder type. I can't remember what you call it, but they pluck a little circular section out of that area, and it came back with basal cell, which is slow growing, not anything crazy, but if going untreated, hi, is it Tanya? Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Hey, Maggie, I sent out your package this morning. Sorry for the delay. I may have tracking. If you want me to send it your way, I'll do that later. Anyway, so I'm having a little bit of surgery going on, and worst case scenario, it was pretty dramatic when they were explaining the procedure, just because it's my face. And all I can tell you, a bit of advice, is never complain about any of your body parts, ever, ever, because you never know what's going to happen. Like my nose, not my favorite feature. It's from my dad, and I love my dad. I should be very grateful for my nose. It's Italian. Whatever. But now I have to have the surgery, and I'm really hoping that they don't damage things, but they have to make me better. Slow growing, but if not taken care of, it could create some other issues and get into the cartilage, and then it's potential get in the bone and all that stuff, and we don't even want to play with it. So get your skin checked, get all your things checked, get the girls checked, do your screenings, just do what's necessary, take care of you, because we want you here. I want you here. there's so much to do. On that note, let's get you pointed down. You're welcome. You're welcome, Maggie. Let's get you pointed down and not have this crazy conversation and all that stuff. I think they gave me new features on this. I'm not sure, but I'm very excited. I have a ways to go yet with my subscribers, but I'm very excited. I have 612 subscribers. Thank you all for just sharing the love and being a part of my community. I just so love it so much that you are here. So if you're new to my channel, please let me know where you're from. I have amazing people here that are hanging out and join in during the live as well as replays. I know the comments don't necessarily carry over to the replays. However, it's great to have y'all here, and I'm all crooked and that's going to bother me. Let's do that a little bit more. Are we good? It's okay. All right. So my little quirkiness, we can now open up this book. It's taken me a minute because I've, been MIA for a second. But anyway, we can open the mini catalog and I can share the September 2025 online exclusive product list for you. Some of these things hopefully are not already, missing in action. This really is bothering me. But hopefully, you can get your hands on them in time to create your holiday cards, winter cards, whatever you need cards for. It's just awesome. So, all right. With that, I was saying, please, if you would be so kind to subscribe to my channel, hit the like, give me some thumbs up, and comment. Let me know where you're from if you're new, as I said, and everyone will be so wonderful in welcoming you. I got so nervous after my appointment. I was picking off the sunflower that was on my nails. So thank goodness I go get my nails done tomorrow. So sorry, they're a little sketch right now. All right, so let's quickly go through. I know you've probably seen a lot of demonstrators do this already, but we're going to quickly go through the online exclusives product list. We'll just kind of give you a glimpse of some things, and then we'll go through the catalog quickly, and then we're going to get busy. I've got the squirrels out. I've not made a thing. And I'm going to do some altering of playing cards. I don't know if you've ever dabbled in anything to do with, I'm moving my camera again. That's driving me insane. With junk journaling or adding little elements like that into your scrapbook pages. But I have the cutest thing to create, and it is Christmas themed, but I want to create that for you, and they're altered playing cards, like a deck of cards. I had to do it for a project, which I'll share some photos over on Facebook as well as here. And maybe I'll do a little reel. I haven't done that in a while. So, adding those photos to a clip or whatever. So anyway, with that, lots of fun planned for you today. Hopefully I get through it. I want to get over in Zoom with Celine and all the friends over there. If you're not familiar, Celine Kempton with Stamp Your, I was going to say something completely different than what I need to say. Stamp your heart out. Heart. I know the team I belong to, Stampers with Heart. Stamp Your Heart Out with Celine Kempton. They do Zoom every Monday night starting at 7 p.m. But I want you here with me, and then go over to Celine's group and you can join in on the fun with Zoom, and we craft and we talk and we have lots of fun. So I'm going to have to get acclimated with doing double things on Mondays if I stick with this Monday night schedule for my live. So anyway, this is a beautiful suite I need to get my hands on because you know how much I love fall. Can't really zoom into everything real good, but this is a product collection, a suite collection called Gathering Together Suite. Big leaves, huge. There is Old Olive and Early Espresso Twine, beautiful Cajun Craze gold dots, Gathering Moment dies, and Gathering Moment Clings stamp set, which you can get as a bundle, or you can buy all the products. Of course, if you buy the stamps and dies, you know you automatically get 10% off buying them as a bundle rather than buying them individually. Beautiful designer series paper, gathering leaves embossing folder, lots of fun stuff there. So if that's an interest to you, throw that in your starter kit. Yeah, get more for your money, my friends. Then you have the Modern Christmas Suite, a lot of gold and I think it's black. gold and black and beautiful trees and all this fun stuff that you can die cut images out with. Larger gold hoops than we've had in the past, which is super cool. You can do fun stuff with those. Black and white and gold twine. That's probably gorgeous. This is probably a very, very, oh, I don't know the word I'm looking for. Elegant. It's got pretty, it's specialty designer series paper, so it's got some gold in it. Of course, you know I love snowflakes, but I'm trying really hard not to dabble in getting this because I can't buy it all. But this is a beautiful snowflake product suite. The Elegant Pine Snowflake Paper. You got those awesome, sorry if I'm off screen, stamp set and dies that coordinate. Faceted snowflake gems. Shaded spruce and gold 7/8 inch ribbon. Imagine that for doing packaging. That would be awesome. And of course the bundle of the stamps, or you can just buy it all together. It's awesome. So, and then we have other things. So we have some bundles that are separate. So look at the pumpkins. How awesome. 2-step stamping. Got the dies. Fun stuff. I love pairing any fall stuff with the pretty peacock paper. It's so gorgeous. Handmade treats. If you love doing the gingerbread and the baking type thing and you need to add tags or something to your gifts that you might be making, like say you're doing a jar full of dry ingredients for someone to make a cake or something, all they have to do is add the wet ingredients. You could do a really super cute tag with "'Tis the season for baking," and you know, you could gift those, sell them at a craft fair. I don't know, you know, it depends on, you know, the food and stuff like that and rules with the craft fair, but it's really super cool. And then the Snowflake Kisses bundle, a lot of sentiments and beautiful dies to go along with that. So I have not bought a lot of online exclusives when it comes to the new release. You have Pet Love bundle. I would love to get this and create some fun stuff for maybe like the shelter, the SPCA or something like that. But, you know, a lot of things I'd like to do, but I can't do it all. So I have to limit myself. I'd be stuck in the 4 walls of my craft room, gee darn, for way too long, right? Elegant suite. Love it. Yes, Lisa, I remember you saying that you were going to get that suite. That's pretty cool. I'd love to see what you make with it. This is Festive Friends bundle. You got a snowman, Santa, and an elf. You got more trees, pine tree trimmings bundle. We're going to make this quick because I got lots of stuff to share. And then this really caught my eye too. I really like this set. You've got the punch, which would be super cute for adding a tag topper or a, what am I trying to say? Like a file folder tab at the top of a piece of paper to add into a junk journal or a scrapbook page, whatever. Sign design bundle. And I think that's it for the online exclusives. I think the rest is, I could be wrong. I can get my hands wrapped around this. I just printed this actually. Then it gives all the other images of everything. There is some Silent Snowfall 12x12 designer series paper. So there is something that is not mentioned previously. Then we have also All Seasons Velvet, which I did purchase. Tree shaker domes, which will coordinate with one of the dies somewhere in this set, I'm sure, or in the online exclusives. Gold shaker stars, which would be great in there. Etched Autumn Cling stamp set. Winter Scenes Cling stamp set. Lovely Florals photopolymer stamp set. Lovely Florals scrapbooking workshop. Sweet Halloween 12x12 two-tone cardstock. Boo Crew Sweet Halloween. So they're featuring also the Halloween stuff that's already been out, but it's because, you know, Halloween is only in the online exclusive. So you can, obviously, you can see these out there on the website. You can go to www.maryjosnyder.stampinup.net. Click on the 3 bars in the top right-hand corner. Go to my shopping link. It will take you directly to the store. Create an account if you don't already have one. If you have one, then That's super awesome. But if you don't have one, make sure you opt into getting your Stampin' Rewards, because every $20 you get $2 back in Stampin' Rewards to use in your next purchase. I should say you get 10% of anything over $20 or more. So if you spend $50, you'll get $5. So it just keeps growing after $20, and you can save them or you can use them on your next order. It's a great way to get an extra savings on your next purchase. So I love that they do it that way. All right, we're going to do a quick go through this catalog. I'll point out a few things that I'm using. And then I will be revisiting, obviously, this catalog throughout the September through December months as I am using product that I have purchased myself. This is something absolutely amazing, and I'm going to be doing a class using this in October, because October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Already got it designed. I'm not going to give you a sneak peek yet, but I am going to feature this stamp set, and we are going to make a Stamp-A-Stack. So we'll have 8 cards. You'll have 4 cards, 2 of each design. So you can share them with someone that you may know that, you know, has dealt with this or is going through this. You can send them to a cancer center or women's cancer center or whatever. And it doesn't even have to be about breast cancer, but it's symbolic because it's October. Now, the key to this stamp set is this is their Making a Difference set for, they always come out with Making a Difference during the months of September and December, and they put it in the catalog in hopes that they can raise money. So this is their fundraiser. They can raise money for a cause. And the best part is that every market that Stampin' Up! Is in, whether it's Australia, you know, wherever, they pick an organization in that market to donate the funds to. So for every stamp set, $25, there's stamp sets, $25. It's $165,935. But I'm going to have a deal with that, just so you know, and hopefully it doesn't sell out or go on back order, all that stuff. It will be announced well in advance for you to get it and us to have an October online class. So Love and Courage, and we've got, I can actually grab it. I've got it right here. This is the stamp set, Love and Courage. It's got It's Okay to Not Be Okay. It's got the, obviously the ribbon that is used for so many things other than cancers. It's used for, you know, veterans, all sorts of things, domestic violence. Actually, domestic violence is the figure 8. So, friends don't let friends fight cancer alone. Thank you for supporting me throughout my battle. Love, hope, support, strength, heart, faith. Support, strength, heart, faith, resolve, fight, hope, courage, survivor, believe. That's so awesome. And it's a sunflower. So, and a heart, of course. So this is really a beautiful stamp set that can go so far in so many different directions of, you know, fighting the fight. So, and of course, we all know how cancer has affected my life, not just with what I'm going through with a little bit of skin cancer that I am so fortunate that it's not worse than what it is, but with the loss of Brett and so many other people, my dad, my mother-in-law, just so many people have dealt with cancer, whether they've, you know, they're survivors or they, you know, fought as much as they could and unfortunately are not with us anymore. But I'm dedicating the month of October to this class that I've created. I also want to let you know that 15% of my sales during the month of October for this class, because it's going to include the stamp set. So not only is $3 of the purchase going to an organization to help fight breast cancer in the United States, if you purchase from me, it is also going to 15% of my proceeds of my commission from the sales that I get for that class is going to go to a fundraiser that Celine Kempton and Tammy White do together, as well as their team members, some of their team members, and it's for Stamp Out Breast Cancer. So I am going to contribute 15% of my sales in the month of October to that fundraiser. So I am really happy about that. I have not even shared that with Celine, but that's my plan. So look forward to this announcement in the next couple weeks. I'm going to have all the samples in a photo all the details so that you can hopefully get this through me and get the benefit of getting the class kit. And then we will have an online class together where you can create those cards with me. So, and of course, a special gift. So there will be some fun with that, and we'll be able to give back. And that is what it's all about. So, all right, so there's that. And then we're going to go through this stuff. I know I've shared a lot of things. I've got this here. Just purchased that new kit that's out there. It's so awesome. Scrapbooking. You can, if you need a catalog, give me a shout. I would love to give you a catalog. If you have purchased from me in the last, since I started, you're going to get a catalog. I just need to get them in the mail. It's been a minute. But yeah, you'll get your catalog. Samples of things. Of course, you can skim through. I always love these here. This is the photopolymer stamp, but I always love the religious, you know, Christmas themed ones. So great for tags. Look at those little sheep. They're so cute. I really do like that set. Guess I should look through the catalog, right? And of course, you have things that are non-Christmassy. You can build some things. You can winter scenes. Every stamp set usually is kind of can help you with Christmas themed cards or holiday or you know, just the seasons. So, but again, I know I'm going way too fast with all of this, but you can certainly find all this beautiful stuff looking at the catalog online. These are so beautiful. I love this, the words and the dies. And of course, I am going to be working with this paper this evening a little bit on our altered playing cards. And of course, there's lots of samples. And I know that you guys have probably seen a lot of this with other people sharing. I don't want to take up a lot of time. There is a video out there. I did not get to participate in that weekend fun event, but I get to go back and watch videos, and I can learn how to make that box. And then I can share it with all of you if you didn't get to see it. So that will be fun. And of course, I love these little animals, dogs and bears and lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. A 3D box that you can put goodies in. It's always nice to get treat holders that you can do with dies that are already, these are so cute. See that there's the 3D box that you can create with this die. So cute. And it closes with this little tab that you can create with a star, a heart, and a circle. Fun. Of course, this is a suite that I was using the other day. Gave you a sneak peek of some stuff. And I'm dying to get this one, Lights of Aurora. Oh, let's go here. More samples. Lights of Aurora. Love the Northern Lights, and I love the purple hues in this paper. And I have beautiful pictures that I can scrapbook with this. I love the larger font and all of this. This is on my list of things to get for myself to play with. And of course, look at, you can create pretty awesome home decor items, which is super cool. This shows a little image here of the artisans designing that paper. Isn't that amazing? And then they take photos of it or make copies of it, and then it becomes our designer series paper. Of course, I love Autumn Tulle. And I have this fun stuff. I did not get the trees, even though I probably should, because I'm a tree fanatic. I love the paper because of the foxes, the deer, the pumpkins, and the pheasants. Very, very beautiful fall paper. Again, these are sweet collections. That was another one-sheet wonder that they shared in that. It's so cool that they highlighted a lot of this stuff in those videos. I can't wait to watch when I get some downtime. So if you have questions about any of this, if you need anything, of course, there's the scrapbook kits. So these, we're getting into those scrapbook kits. So there's the regular product, but then there's additional stuff that you can purchase for the scrapbooking portion where you get die cut images, maybe cut aparts, sticker sheets, whatever the case may be. There's stamp sets available that coordinate. Of course, we got the lovely squirrel we're going to use today, and I might actually case some of these designs to make it easier for myself. So we will tag that page. Let's just put something there for now. A receipt for the post office. Fantastic. And more fun stuff. More of the, you can get dies that say all these wonderful words. Merry, happy Christmas wishes, greetings, autumn, New Year, holiday, Halloween. Oh, there is Halloween in here. Haha. And a little squiggly banner. I did not see these. Need them. Branching out dies. That's super cool. I love the stitch elements of different dies. And of course, words for the season coordinate with those dies. More snowflakes. You can do some blending brush with your snowflake decal or decorative masks, I should say. Oh, keep turning the page. You're going to want it all. The cutest gingerbread man can create a little gingerbread card, as you see there, that can be on the top of a gift package, you know, an act. And that, sorry about that if we have issues there. Let me just do something real quick. Hopefully she's okay. That's the baby girl. Let me get on Messenger real quick and send her a message. Where we at? Where we at? Hold tight, you guys. Hey, Siri. Nope, that's not going to work while I'm on here, is it? Oh my goodness. Where do I find my daughter? Email? No. Right here. Nope, can't do that. Ah! Sorry, you guys. Got delayed. Hopefully everything's okay. I'll get with her in a minute. I don't have everything on my iPad. So anyway, back to this. Hopefully she's okay. Okay, gingerbread man. And then we got some cute little other things. Gift of joy. Fun little elements that you can stamp, fussy cut, or just, you know, whatever you choose. Sweater. Stay warm. Tags. All of these sentiments can be hybrid embossing folder. You can do them in gold. You can die cut them and emboss them at the same time. Super cool. Add some color as they did here. More fun stuff. That looks like something we had in the past, that die. That's super cute. This is fun. The happy. It gives you that illusion of a scene in the background. It's really cool. Happy days, happy times, happy life, happy place. Hi, hey y'all, birthday, retirement for you. Love it. This is $1 million stamp set by Sharon Armstrong. I didn't highlight all of those either, so I'll have to go back and do that sometime. So that's really a quick little look at the catalog now that we can share that with you. So let's get into some fall fun. We've got, two-step stamping. We got our squirrels. And let's see what we can build. I've got this need for tweed. I thought would be a good product to use with the squirrels. Why not? They like getting into things, so there's that. I'm going to use this piece. I think that would be cool. And we've got some totally like going rogue here. I do not have a plan. And you know what? Sometimes that makes things nice. All right, that's my next adventure. All right, so let's grab our stamps and some blocks. And see what we can get into. I was really warm earlier, and now I can't see my comments, so my apologies. Welcome everyone watching. Thank you, thank you. Now that we're done with the fun glancing quickly through the catalog, let's grab our squirrels and play with these little guys, even though I'm not really a huge fan because they get into things. They get into my ceiling. Do y'all have that issue? I hope not. All right, we got some stamps going on. All right, let's do, I already moved my catalog. We've got this piece of paper, and I am going to, because I don't have everything here, let's give it a different look. All right, we've got this squirrel. They are photopolymer. Stampin' Up! Will be transitioning to complete photopolymer stamps. So as of November, you will see when you order a stamp set and it says it's photopolymer, or it says it's clear, you may find that your set comes in photopolymer because they no longer have the clear in stock. And then they'll be completely transitioned in, or by, I should say, April of next year. So we're going to take this awesome, let's see what color paper, what colors are in this paper. I'm all over the place. Basic beige, basic black, cherry cobbler, early espresso, old olive, and pecan pie. So we are going to take a basic beige base because I have one handy. And I am going to varnish that, and we are going to cut a piece of this to mat that. I think I'm going to cut this down to, I'm looking for my cutter and I buried it. All right, I'm going to cut this down to, how about 3.5? I bought new blades. They're not playing nice. 3.5 by 4 3/4. Okay, so we've got that piece. But what I also want to do is grab another piece of paper that is a coordinating color. And I think I'm going to go with early espresso. So let's find that, hopefully. I'm like out of a lot of paper, friends. And if I don't have it, I'm just going to pick another color. There we go. It's a card base, but I'll just cut it apart because I need it. All right, and then I'm going to want to cut, we're going to make it look similar, but not all the way. I'm just going to cut, nope, 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. And we're going to do some fun with that, make it look a little rustic. That looks like it's embossed, but I don't have that embossing folder, so we're going to keep going. Kind of improvising a little bit. Be nice to have some two-tone cardstock. I don't have that either. You know what? It's all good. All right, so I'm going to roughen up the edges with my scissors. Oh, ripped it. That's okay. I wasn't trying to do that, but you know what? It's okay. Just trying to curl it and break some of those fibers, like so, without cutting myself. All right, this is going to go on here. And actually, I don't mind the look of it being cut or ripped. This is gonna curve like this. Just gonna curl it a little bit, do that technique to just break up those fibers a little bit. Okay, this will be just a smidge. Let's see, it's so uneven on there. That's okay. I'm gonna add, we'll do some stamping in a few minutes. I'm gonna do this part first. So I should close my window, I'm getting chilly. So it doesn't matter if it's straight on there because you've got those frayed edges. It's supposed to look really rustic, woodsy. And then for this, we're going to leave this as is, and that's going to go there. Let's get some more basic beige. I thought I had another sheet that was partial. I think I want to stamp my squirrel on basic beige. So let's grab our piercing mat and our Versamark. I'm trying not to spill my water. And I'm going to do this one, the outline of the one that is going to face towards the right hand side. Get that all juiced up with some Versamark. Now I always do my dark and then my light and then my dark, or my vice versa. I'm going to use pecan pie for this squirrel, and I'm going to hope for the best. I can't remember the best way for me to do this. I think I'm going to stamp off on something. Let's find a scrap. Okay, we're good. Stamp this guy. Let that ink soak in there. Sort of okay. Grab my early espresso. So that's pecan pie is the filler. Kind of looks creepy without its eyeball. And then I'm going to stamp the lined image and come in here and hopefully line it up okay. It's hard to see without getting my head in the way. Oh, look at that. Isn't he cute? He's so cute. So there's that guy. And how wonderful is this going to be? Get these inks out of the way before I have a disaster. We come in here and we are going to punch out our little squirrel. How adorable is that? So cute. So cute. So there's that one. And now I need a piece of paper for the sentiment. And I'm going to go with cutting a piece of this beige paper off to stick with the beige underneath. And I just need a little strip that's probably, where's my stamps? Because we are going to put on there, can't wait to see you again. Yes. Can't wait to see you again. And I think that probably 1/4 of an inch is going to be okay. Okay, maybe 3/8. See see if I have enough paper there. Yep, because I'm going to cut this off. And this is going to be 4 and 1/8. No, it's going to be 4 1/4, or 4, nope, sorry. 3 3/4. Okay, I got it. I got it. And I'm going to stamp, leave that little acorn that popped out. I can use that later. Definitely tell that I've been using my blocks up. I got to get out my stash of blocks. Got bins ready for class. It's awesome. I got to pull out a bigger block. And I am going to stamp this in Early Espresso. Got a hair on there. Grab my Versamark. Trying to peek at this design. Oh, I see it. Gotcha. Oh, I wasn't supposed to do that. Can't wait to see you again. I think I stamped off the... Flip it over. Try again. Yay. Then what I want to do, if I can, let's close this. And I don't know if any of these are retired, but you know what? I'm using it. I'm going to stick this end in here. Give myself a little bit of a fun edge, if it works. Kind of got a little fun edge going on there. I don't care if it's the same way on either end. It's just the way it is. And those are those fun banner punches we used to have. And I could look in the catalog and see if it's there, but it's all good. You can do whatever you want on the edge here. You can rough it up, you can tear it, you can do whatever. Okay? So I am going to put this here with dimensionals. Huh. Do I have those? Let's see. I have a lot of... those spilled. Shame on me. I have these. I don't want to do a shaker's card. Not today. Not today, friends. All right. We are going to get some dimensionals. I don't know about doing, I don't know. It's going to be hard for me to do a video at night because I don't do well with the lighting when it gets dark out, and it's already getting dark. It's crazy. Days are shorter. I really have to come up with a plan that's going to work for me. So I'll get there. I love my Sunday mornings with you guys. It's like the best time, but life is steady changing for everybody, you know, so you have to do what you can if you still want to do what you love doing, right? Absolutely. All right, so we've got our designer series paper on dimensionals. We are going to put this flat on here. So I think, make sure I put the right side where it needs to go. That's gonna go, it should hang off a little, but I didn't cut it the way I needed to, but that's okay. Still looks good. It's not exactly as the sample is. Love that there. That might, I'm not gonna pop that off. I'm also gonna put that down flush. And then we're gonna do a little bit more stamping and punching of a couple of things. So there's our squirrel, and make sure that is where he needs to be. And then I want to add a few pops of color that are going to coordinate. And I think the best color to coordinate would probably be a little bit of, I could use Cajun Craze. And I could, let's see what this is going to look like. Where did I put my punch? Right there. I want acorns. Without going crazy, losing a lot of paper. Now, I think they have to be stamped. Maybe it's not going to work. Maybe it will. Maybe I could do that. I dropped one. A stray acorn. See if we can fit this in there and get another one. No sense wasting paper, right? Look at that. Now, I did that. Let's take this piece and pop out a couple of these, right? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? We've got all these acorns. Somewhere there's another one. Okay, we've got 3 of those, 3 of those. Can't really tell it's an acorn, but you're going to be able to, because I'm going to make it look like one. So grab my paper snips, and I am going to cut the top of these off. Ha ha ha, little technique going on. Fun times. So, first week back of school was last week. How'd everybody make out? Everyone do good? I don't have to worry about that stuff anymore. I just have to do the speed limit through the school zones. That's what I need to do. All right, silicone mat is where? Right where I left it, I hope. Sure is. Now I'm impressed with myself. All right, bring these acorns here. Instead of stamping them, we are going to add these awesome things to the top. So what I'm going to do is take my fine tip glue bottle, my precision tip, not fine tip. Hold that. Add some glue. Grab the top of my acorn. Let that dry. It's not exactly perfect because I think I put it the wrong way. Doesn't matter. Oops, did you see what I just did? What a goober. Super cute. I hope it doesn't get lost in this, but we're going to do something fun. I got this. Oh, I was going to do it again. Silly girl. Oops. All right. Hopefully. So we got these little tiny acorns. They're cute. So cute. We can flip these over. Add some dimensionals. My ears are ringing like somebody's talking about me. That's all right. Maybe they're telling a good story. Isn't that right? My mom used to say, your ears ringing? Well, left's first. Left, I can't even remember the saying now. Left is good, right's for spite. Left and right both good at night. So if someone's talking about you in your left or in your, if your ear's ringing in your left or right, somebody's talking about you at night in a good way. That makes sense? You're gonna hold on to an acorn. Kind of blend a little bit, but that's okay. We'll put one on each end of this. I'm gonna cover up exactly what I didn't want to. Put one there. But you know what I could do is hit it up with some Wink of Stella, right? And make it shine. And that will help that. Maybe if I did them in a different color that didn't blend so nicely with, or blend in so much. Let's grab our Wink. And we will make them sparkle and shine. Then they'll stand out, right? Not the acorns sparkle and shine. These ones are gonna, maybe there's frost on the pumpkins as well as the acorns, right? They can be frosty. There's that. And let's grab something. I don't know what I have. It's gonna look decent. I might pull something out that's retired and not worry about it. Because that's how I roll. I might. Oh, look at, these aren't retired. These are current. So now I can take, these are, I believe, neutral matte dots. And if they're retired, it is what it is. If they're not, the number is 165561. That sounds like a current number. All right, so we will take some pecan pie, add a few of these here and there to give it more of a look there. So there is a cute little card. And I was following this, but I didn't make a shaker card, and I did different colors. Okay, that was fun. Probably would do a different color of this, but it turned out okay. I like it. All right, let's do another one. This is just me stamping on the fly. All right, what can we do next? Let's make, there's some coloring. May you gather happiness. Maybe I want to do something different. Like, grab another basic beige base. Something wrong with my Apple Watch. I don't know what it is. All right, this, I'm going to do it this way. And let's go with a different piece of paper. Grab a paper pack. Let's see what's in here. Maybe we could do, I kind of want to keep the reds and greens for Christmas, believe it or not. But we could, I don't know. I don't really know. I think I'm going to come back to the squirrel and do more of the squirrel on another day. I really want to share with you, because I don't have ideas in my head, but I really want to share with you my altered playing cards, because these are super cool. So let's get all the scraps out of the way. And set the stamps aside, close my window because it's cold. Me cold is just funny. Sorry for getting in the camera. All right, there's that. We are going to play, and I'm excited. So, go to your dollar store. Grab you some playing cards for $1.25 now. Grab a couple out of there. Look how great they look. Snoopy, whatever. Doesn't matter what's on them. I'm going to set these stamps aside. And I've got some ink. And we're gonna make these look a little distressed. So I need my, I think this is it. We're gonna find out. I think this is crumb cake, but it could be pecan pie. I need a piece of paper to tell you. Oh, you know what it looks like? Sahara sand, which I no longer use. So let's grab this one that has nothing on it. Perfect. And we are going to play. And I am so excited. I'm back. Sorry, had to step away and say goodbye to my granddaughter. Oh, that's so important to do. Thank you. Thank you for coming back. I appreciate it. You'll have to go back and I can show you the card we made. Now that I put it aside. I needed to jazz this up a little and use different colors so it would pop more, but that's the concept. Holding some acorns, add some Winka Stella. Can't wait to see you again. I should have put on there, go nuts, it's your birthday. All right, here we go. We are going to add some ink. I've got crumb cake and a dauber. Hopefully. Might have to re-ink it. We're going to add some, maybe crumb cake's not going to be dark enough. I might have to use. Now, you know what I forgot to do? Because that's a smooth surface. Hold tight. I made it ubu. You need to come in here and get the glossiness off your playing card first. At least where you're going to be distressing. And you see that I have a 2 and a 5. So when you put them together, it's 25 for Christmas. Look how that worked out. So you got to get the glossiness off so the ink is going to stay. At least on the edges. And Snoopy's going to get covered up. And so is the back. So you won't even know that they're the Peanuts gang playing cards. And you might get that goop out of there. All right, so you just take one of your nail buffers and buff the front of that. So you got 25. Do that, 25. Now you can take your dauber and hope that the ink sticks. Much better. This is just a fun little thing to jazz up your scrapbook page, junk journals, whatever. It's just a really fun way. You could use these for like your year of graduation. If you've gone to Vegas, you can make some distressed Vegas playing cards, dress them up in bling and all the fun and glitz and glamour of Vegas, right? How cool would that be? So we've got that distressed. Now, we've got some scrap paper here that I had from creating some projects for the card buffet. Now, we've got very beautiful, we've got blue, but I'm going to use this side because it's got the red tones in it. I think I'm going to use those too. And we've got this plaid, and we've got that too. So I'm going to take a couple pieces of that, and I might even incorporate, definitely gonna, if you have any craft paper, this is an old pack from Stampin' Up! From I don't know when. But that's what I'm going to use on the back side of my card, as well as sections of this front side. So, or I can grab gold, but I'm distressing this, and I realize that gold is kind of not really something that, it's kind of more Victorian, very elegant, and I'm making it vintage. You can do that with anything. So it's a lot of fun to take these things and just use your imagination. This I'm going to, you can use anything. You can use crumb cake cardstock, whatever the case is, to do that on the back of your card. You can even dress it up with more of that paper, whatever you want to do. It's strictly your choice. Now, what I want to do is I want to tear, because that's what I like to do. And actually, I didn't want to do it that way, but because it's gonna get cut. I meant to tear it this way. Sorry, but that's okay. So we tore that. The straight edge will go towards the bottom. Okay, we're not going to tack anything down yet. And I'm going to rip this. And we can do this here. So we're going to end up leaving a little space so we can tuck that under. And then you can piece on, you know, some of that. If you wanted to, you could even do this. You take any paper you have and just dress it up. I'm trying to do the whole Christmas vibe. I think I like that. And, you know, there's blues in here, so why couldn't I use the back side of one of these pieces, right? I'm going to do 2 of them. So I could add this. I say blue, it's secret C. We can do this. And then we can, what do I want to do? I'm going to do something different. Oh, look at that pretty piece. Can go here, and we're going to leave a number showing. So let's start with this piece. And I am going to, actually, I used my seal for this. We will end up, so I've got that. I want to add this to this. But I want to distress the end of that too. I almost forgot that I'm doing some distressing to this too. So it's all kind of tying together. You want to add more color to that, you can. That's going to get cut. But you can distress it more after you're done. But you definitely want to distress the part that's torn before you add it to the next piece. And we might as well just go right to that. Nope, not to the edge. It's a little over that edge. No, right? Yes, because it's going to get cut. Sorry, I had to check things out. Distress this. And you can use any color. I mean, if you have distressing ink, that's fine. But you can use any color to distress this. I could have chose cherry cobbler and added cherry cobbler to it. I didn't have to necessarily use that color. So I get it down as close as I can to that bottom portion. And now that I have this, we can go ahead and try and slide that under there, right? Because I didn't really tack that down, did I? No. And with that, we can then take this piece. So you might use a little bit of paper. It's all good. And that can go there. And you're just going to keep a piece of that showing. So it just kind of adds it all together. So let's go ahead and add some. First, I know I'm going to need some adhesive to the front of this as well as to the back. So where's my silicone mat again? Toss to the side because I thought I didn't need it anymore. That's okay. We'll figure it out. I'll do this first. Lift that up and adhere that together. Remember, you're going to be, distress. Always remember to distress. Sorry. And I'll give you a close-up of this when I get done. I want to add some of that color. Like so. Just a minute. My doggy needs to go outside, but she's going to have to wait a minute because I want to finish these for you. And then we're going to distress this. It's just fun. Fun stuff for your junk journals. Scrapbooking, whatever you want to do with it. Add some adhesive to the back of that. Tuck that in there. And then you're going to go around. Oops, forgot adhesive, didn't I? Oops. That's all right, we got it. We're going to go around the edge like so. And we are going to grab our paper snips. And we're going to trim this off. Trim. It's hard to see, so of course you don't want to cut your card. And we're going to cut this all along the side of the card, even around the corners. Little snip. So I've got that. Super cute, right? And then we'll add the back side. So we're going to go ahead and add this to the back. Look how fun this is. Make sure you have glue all the way around those edges. Now you can bring it all the way down. Looks like I forgot to cut a piece. You go straight to that edge too. I'm just going to do it this way so you can see what I'm doing. And we're going to cut this. Actually, I need to trim that piece right there that's torn. Come around. Oh. And then we're going to just do more distressing. And then what is amazing is you can take other elements such as stickers from your ephemera packs or or ephemera for that matter. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. You can cut out a poinsettia, which I can do from the designer series paper. And I can add a big dimensional thing there. So we've got that playing card. And it's pretty good cut the way it is. Looks like I may have missed a few spots, but it's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're turning it into something that it wasn't intended. And I love it. This is my jam. I love doing this kind of stuff. Taking something, thank you, Sue, my wonderful friend, from my Hopewell family. Taking something that you wouldn't necessarily think about and using it to create something completely outside the box. And I'm using Stampin' Up! Product. A little old, a little new, right? And just add some ink to the back of that. Made it a little distressed. You've got that card. We're going to do the same thing to this one. So we're going to go ahead and add some ink to this piece. And if you have a preference of using blending brushes or whatever, you can do that. I actually need to go around this again now that I thought about it. You'll go around the front again because you may have cut part of the pieces off that were distressed. And just add some more to that. It's just so much fun. And it just makes so much out of a card, right? All right, so then we have this. Yes, I know I'm coming, babe. I'm almost done. Just going to do this last card, and we're going to add some prettiness to it. Okay, so there's that piece. And let's see what else we can do. We can take and I'm going to do it a little different. You don't have to be the same. I'm going to add adhesive to this. Oops, I went too far. I didn't have to go that far. Layer this together like so. Add adhesive to this. Add this on here. So we've got that. Stripes are a little awkward. And what else can we use? We can take this piece and tuck that in here. So let's add some adhesive to the back of this piece. Distress that, which I should have done first again. Tuck that in, and it can be at an angle. Doesn't have to be straight. It can just be peeking out there. And then we can take, why not take some of this craft paper. I can rip some of that off. Add that to the front. Oops. I'm just going to tear some of that off because it's too big. I'm going to distress it again. See if I can get that all tucked in here, some way or the other, like so. And let's add some more blue. Where's that blue piece? Right there. Add this here. Obviously you should build it and then add it instead of going through the chaos I'm going through. We're going to tear this. Let's distress all this. I'll add some stuff in a second. Just want to get one more piece and add that here. So you can just keep kind of paper piecing, and then when you trim it, it really looks super cool. Okay, so we got this. And we're going to add right here. Tuck that in at an angle. Add my adhesive here. Come around and trim this. I'm going to use my goopy scissors. Top part. So you got that. How cool is that, right? Okay, get all that mess out of the way. Come in. We're going to add more distressing to those spots that I may have trimmed off. There's that. And now we'll take that craft paper again, or whatever color paper you want to use. We know we have a plethora of different colors that we can use. And there's that. I'll trim this off. I may have cut it the wrong way, but it's okay. But then you have to add a finishing touch. It's just so important to add pretty things. And since we have some gold going on here, we're going to find something that's going to work. And it might be Stampin' Up, and it might not be. You'll have that. Especially if you like to make dangles. Distressing takes a lot of time, but it's just so, I just love the vintage vibe of distressing stuff. Kind of that rustic look. And you can make something so elegant like this paper on the front here. It looks so vintage. I think I messed up my cut there, but that's okay because these are going to go like this in a book. And close this. Get all that distressing done. And let's see what we have in our little stash of stuff here. Probably nothing I want to use. Spilling stuff. We could let's see. Let's find that paper. I don't have the dies to this paper, but what I could do is take, is that going to work? I'm going to fussy cut one of these out. I know people probably are like, no, fussy cutting. It shouldn't take long. And then we'll be done. I was looking at my, because I set up my YouTube video ahead of time, so that way all I have to do is just hit the start button after I plug it in and do all that stuff. And I was looking at my announcement that I was like, oh, fall is my favorite season. And it is. Not that I discredit any other season because, you know, I love all the change of seasons, but I love the fall colors. And I was like, but I wanted to do Christmas. So I figured, oh, I'll do a fall card and then I'll go back to doing what I wanted to do with this stuff. So, all right, I'm just gonna kind of work my way around this. I'll show you what I'll do with this. I'm not gonna distress this. I'm just gonna show you what you can do by adding just a little bit of something. And then you can look for my post of other things. Got a lot of work to do the next few days, but that can go right there. And we can pop it up with dimensionals, right? I can kind of cover that little section there. So we can go ahead and do that. And I think I'll leave that one plain. I could just put some gold gems of some sort that are in my stash that could be retired or whatever. And I'm going to have to cut one of these in half. Those leaves. I'm going to take your pick tool and oops. Sorry, fighting with the dimensional. I probably could use one more. I know, I'm coming, babe. We're almost done. Take the backings off. I know you gotta go outside. I come in. I'm playing. I'm having so much fun. Put it just like that. And now you have your Christmas playing cards. Isn't that cool? I hope you will try this. It's so much fun. You have old cards laying around? Have at her. Go for it. You could do a to and from. It could be a tag on a package. There's so much you can do. You don't have to show the numbers. You can just use it as a base. I like to have the numbers peeking out so you know what the original thing was. I just think it's so much fun. So hopefully you are inspired to try it. It's pretty cool. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love that you are enjoying this. Thank you. If you think that someone else would enjoy this video, please feel free to share. It doesn't cost you a thing to support my channel. All you need to do is subscribe, comment, like, and share if you would like to. These are the projects we made today. I'm super excited. We got some fall squirrel time in. And of course, these playing cards. So you can look for more of this fun stuff going on soon too, with additional Christmas stuff and fall items. So I am rearing to go with all of my card buffet stuff. So I need to get all that finished and prepped and ready to go. And then once I have that done, I can really focus on really inspiring you all with doing other things for the holidays and stuff like that. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you all again very soon. Mini Stampin' Blessings. I'm going to go for now, and have a wonderful week ahead. I will let you know when I will be live again, and thank you so much for joining me. Bye for now.